Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Wabula. Welcome back to another episode of Fiji Focus. मैं आपका host Shannon Vermal. Thank you to our viewers for your calls and feedback. हमेशा याद रखना, यह आपके show भी है, and is the only show by the Fijian community and for the Fijian community. With that being said, up to 70% of British Columbians have received their first vaccination, and already we're seeing second doses being administered to the population. Now, although you may be able to dine in restaurants and go outside, it's important that you still wear your mask and stay 6 feet apart from others. But most importantly, please wash your hands. June 21st is quite an eventful day this year, and here's why. For starters, it is the first day of summer. So remember to go outside and enjoy the sun, but remember to keep sun safety in mind by wearing UVA 30 or higher to be effective in protecting yourself from the sun. June 21st is also National Indigenous Peoples Day. Since the recent news of the discovery of 215 children remains found at the site of a former residential school in Kamloops a couple weeks ago, the whole country has come to see the true history of Canada and what this country was built upon. It's important that these events in Canadian history be remembered, and we here acknowledge the lands that we are right now belong to the Indigenous peoples. We send our heartfelt prayers and healings to the whole community during this time. That being said, I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. I understand how important it is to have a place called home, and it's frustrating using your hard-earned money on rent. Vic Prasad can make you a homeowner. Get pre-approved services provided to first-time buyers and new immigrants. You can qualify for mortgage even if you have bad credit. Call Vic Prasad now on 604-306-6647. Vic Prasad is associated with Craft Mortgages Canada Incorporated. I understand how important it is to have a place called home, and it's frustrating using your hard-earned money on rent. Vic Prasad can make you a homeowner. Get pre-approved services provided to first-time buyers and new immigrants. You can qualify for mortgage even if you have bad credit. Call Vic Prasad now on 604-306-6647. Vic Prasad is associated with Craft Mortgages Canada Incorporated. Buying or selling a house is a difficult process. Get Brent Prakash from Saba Realty Limited to find you your dream home, whether it's your first house, upgrading, or investment property. Always at your service with a fast, friendly, and honest opinion. Brent Prakash will guide you through the entire process. Get in touch with him today for a free, no-obligation consultation at 778-840-5866. अब हमारे साथ में is Mr. Vic Prasad with Fiji News in Brief. Please have a look.
नमस्कार, फिजी न्यूज़ के साथ मैं हूं विक प्रसाद। मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ ने रविवार को कोविड-19 के 105 केसेस दर्ज किए थे। ये अभी तक का एक रोज़ का सबसे ज़्यादा केस है। इनमें से 98 केसेस पुराने क्लस्टर से है। परमानेंट सेक्रेटरी फॉर हेल्थ डॉक्टर जेम्स फोंग का कहना है कि कुछ केसेस पर छानबीन कर रहे हैं कि क्या वो पुराने क्लस्टर से है या नए। 2 मरीज जिन्हें बीमारियों के कारण CWM हॉस्पिटल में भर्ती किया गया था, उनकी मृत्यु हो गई है। अस्पताल में आउटब्रेक के चलते और मरीजों के भर्ती होने के बाद वे कोविड-19 से संक्रमित पाए गए थे। हालांकि डॉक्टर फोंग ने बताया है कि डॉक्टर्स के मुताबिक उनके मौत अन्य बीमारियों से हुई है। उनका कहना है कि दोनों मरीजों की मौत कोविड-19 के कारण नहीं हुई है। मिनिस्ट्री ने मृतकों के परिवारों के साथ सहानुभूति जताई है। कोविड-19 के साथ और मरीज ठीक हो गए हैं। अभी तक आइसोलेशन में 796 एक्टिव केसेस है। अप्रैल 2020 से अभी तक 1048 केसेस दर्ज हुए थे। मार्च 2020 से अभी तक 1118 केसेस दर्ज हुए हैं और 312 मरीज ठीक हुए हैं, जबकि अभी तक कोविड से 4 लोगों की मृत्यु हुई है। पुलिस ऑफिसर्स जबकि कोविड के ऐसे कठिन समय में सरकार की मदद कर रहे हैं, तो ऐसे में उन्हें याद दिलाया गया है कि हर समय अपने बबल में रहे। एक्टिंग कमिश्नर फॉर पुलिस रुसियाते ट्विनरावू रविवार को सुबह और नौसरी कॉरिडोर का दौरा कर ऑफिसर से मुलाकात किया। ये ऑफिसर्स लॉकडाउन के असर में आने से लोकेशन पर फंसे रह गए थे। ट्विनरावू ने कहा है कि अब यही उनका वो बबल हो गया है। ऐसा करने से वायरस को फैलने से खतरे का कम किया जा सकता है। मिनिस्टर ऑफ कॉमर्स, ट्रेड एंड टूरिज्म ने वित्तीय लेवू भर के 140 से भी ज़्यादा हेयर ड्रेसिंग और बाबा शॉप को ऑपरेट करने के लिए स्वीकृति दे दी है। हालांकि उनका कहना है कि स्वीकृति मिलने के बावजूद वे अपने से और नरमी नहीं बरत सकते हैं। परमानेंट सेक्रेटरी शमीम अली का कहना है कि उन्हें सभी प्रोटोकॉल्स का पालन करना होगा। सभी सेवाएं अपॉइंटमेंट्स के द्वारा ही होना चाहिए। प्रोटोकॉल्स का उल्लंघन करने से $10,000 का फाइन या जेल भी हो सकता है या दोनों भी हो सकता है। मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फिशरीज ने सब्सिस्टेंस और कमर्शियल फार्मिंग के लिए 46 फिशरीज पास दिए हैं। एक्टिंग परमानेंट सेक्रेटरी पेनी बुलाइनिम्बुली का कहना है कि पासेस मिलने के बाद कोविड कंटेनमेंट इलाके के मछुआरे भोजन और आमदनी के लिए मछली पकड़ सकते हैं। 43 पासेस वेस्टर्न डिवीजन में और 3 पासेस सेंट्रल डिवीजन में दिए गए हैं। नए तहसील इलाके से कोविड-19 के जबकि और भी केसेस सामने आ रहे हैं, तब ऐसे में वहां विलेज लीडर्स का कहना है कि वे अब जरूरी कदम उठा रहे हैं। मते सबो विलेज के हेडमैन वैसले सिलाव का कहना है कि वे लोगों के मूवमेंट्स पर नजर रख रहे हैं तथा इस बात का ध्यान रख रहे हैं कि लोग प्रोटोकॉल्स का उल्लंघन ना करें। लोगों से मांग की गई है कि कहीं पर भी इकट्ठा ना हो और अपने पड़ोसी के घर भी ना जाए। परमानेंट सेक्रेटरी फॉर हेल्थ डॉक्टर जेम्स फोंग ने पुष्टि की है कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया सरकार से सहायता के विषय में विचार विमर्श किया जा रहा है। डॉक्टर फोंग ने कहा है कि अगर कोविड-19 के केसेस इसी तरह बढ़ते रहे तो ज़रूरत पड़ने पर वो ऑस्ट्रेलियन मेडिकल असिस्टेंट टीम्स को फिजी में लाएंगे। ऑस्ट्रेलियन गवर्नमेंट ने एक बार फिर फिजी को मदद किया है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने फिजियन गवर्नमेंट को 12.5 मिलियन ऑस्ट्रेलियन डॉलर्स फिजी साइक्लोन रिकवरी प्रोग्राम के तहत ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन यासा से क्षतिग्रस्त स्कूलों के मरम्मत कार्य करने के लिए ग्रांट प्रदान किया है। ये पैसा अगले 3 सालों के लिए अन्य प्रोजेक्ट्स में उपयोग किया जाएगा। मुख्य जगह जहां पर मरम्मत कार्य के लिए पैसे लगाए जाएंगे वे है 9 स्कूल्स का निर्माण जो कि नॉर्दर्न डिवीजन में है। लेकुतु सेकेंडरी स्कूल, लेकुतु डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्कूल, नकुम्बुलु प्राइमरी स्कूल, मारामुआ डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्कूल, ड्रकेती डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्कूल, बुआ डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्कूल, ड्रामा डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्कूल, वाइलेवु वेस्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्कूल और रातुलु के मेमोरियल स्कूल में किया जाएगा। अब खेलकूद की जगत से कुछ जानकारी। यूरो कप के अंतर्गत कुछ खेल हुए और वो कुछ इस प्रकार है। टर्की और इटली के बीच में जो खेल हुआ, इटली ने टर्की को 3-0 से पराजित किया। स्विट्जरलैंड और वेल्स एक एक गोल से बराबर ठहरे। डेनमार्क की हार फिनलैंड से 1-0 से हुआ। बेल्जियम ने रशिया को 3-0 से पराजित किया। इंग्लैंड ने क्रोएशिया को 1-0 से पराजित किया। ऑस्ट्रेलिया और नॉर्थ मैसेडोनिया के बीच में जो खेल हुआ, ऑस्ट्रिया की शानदार जीत 3-1 से हुआ। नेदरलैंड्स की शानदार जीत यूक्रेन से 3-2 से हुआ और चेक रिपब्लिक ने स्कॉटलैंड को 2-0 से पराजित किया। अगर आप भी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयर करना चाहते हैं तो आप मुझसे संपर्क कर सकते हैं या स्टूडियो में कॉल कर सकते हैं। विक प्रसाद को यहीं पर दीजिए इजाज़त। तब तक के लिए नमस्कार।
Thank you, Mr. Vic Prasad. अगर हमारे viewers के पास भी कोई local news है, then you can send it to Vic, or you can call the number in our ending credits. Up next, we have Mr. Atish Ram with us today. Atish is the producer of Zindagi TV, but today he's here to talk about his COVID-19 recovery journey. So please have a look.
नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब और बुला। जी हाँ दोस्तों, आप देख रहे हैं फिजी इन फोकस। हैप्पी फादर्स डे। आपको पता है फादर्स डे है आज, सो हैप्पी फादर्स डे टू ऑल द डैड्स ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, एंड ऑल्सो हैप्पी फादर्स डे टू ऑल द किड्स that their mom also raised them as mom and dad. Okay, so from my family, from Fiji in Focus team, happy Father's Day to all of you. So Atish हमारा गेस्ट है स्टूडियो में, और अतीश से हम बात करने जा रहे हैं थोड़ा सा पहले on Father's Day. So I know Atish's family, I know Atish's children. He's an excellent father, and he also lost his dad about 2-3 years ago, or maybe more.
3 years
so
ago, yeah.
3 years ago. So I want him to highlight a little bit about what it means to lose a dad or have a dad and then be a dad to 3 kids. Jasmine, as we all know, host of Zindagi TV, and Atish, usko kaun nahi janta, he's the producer of Zindagi TV, which has been on air for over 25 years. Atish, हमारे स्टूडियोज में आने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जी।
Yes, that's quite a thank you so much, Kavila. That quite an introduction, and then also congratulations on the Fiji in Focus show.
It's our show, your show.
This is started, which is good. That's good for our community.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. Yeah, and it's I didn't know I was going to be here on Father's Day, but happy Father's Day to everybody out there.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just give a little bit message on Father's Day before we are going to talk about something else.
Yeah.
हम आप दूसरी बात के लिए कोविड के बारे में बात करेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले जबकि आज फादर्स डे है, सो व्हाई नॉट टेक दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी टू गिव couple of minutes to all the dads.
Sure, of course, yeah. You know, Father's Day. Yeah, we got this fly running around here. The Father's Day. Yeah, well, congratulations to all the fathers out there, and of course, like you said, the mothers that have raised their children and taken the role as fathers. But let's not forget the siblings. Some of siblings have taken the role of their fathers to raise their younger siblings as well, right? It's a sad one for me. I've lost my father 3 years ago, but it's also a celebratory one for me because as a father, I've survived COVID, so I'm able to spend some time with my family and have that extended life that I have because it came very close to not being here. My message to everybody out there, as a father and as a husband
as well,
but also the fact that enjoy every precious moment that you have with your loved ones, with your father, because one day you're going to wake up and you may not have that moment. So cherish every moment, enjoy every moment, and celebrate every moment.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what it's about, right? We celebrate our dads, and our dads have done a lot for us.
And talking about that, it has been since under the pandemic. It hasn't been like long time ago.
Yeah.
That your beautiful 3 kids, the way you have been in the hospital, and people don't take that serious. Let's switch the topic and talk about COVID-19 now.
Yeah.
Ki COVID is no joke, and nobody should be taking it as a joke, na? Because you are somebody who has been in the hospital, who has survived, and thank God there was somebody, angel, looking down to save you. So don't take it as if there is no COVID and it's fine and it's gonna go away.
Well,
I know that you have spoken so much about your experience being in the hospital, being on the ventilator, and you're still in the studio, you're still around, you are still be able to talk to everybody. Just maybe little bit so the people that are sitting और जो watch कर रहे हैं उनको पता हो जाए कि जो ये वायरस चल रहा है, how serious this is.
बहुत खतरनाक है. ये वायरस जो है बहुत खतरनाक है. I tell you, I'm lucky to be alive. I really am lucky to be alive. Grace of God. Somebody up there was looking after me. Maybe it was my dad. I don't know, right? But honestly, last time we spoke, it was a year ago. I came on the show, and since then I've had so many people that I personally know or have known passed away, right, from this virus. This virus is very serious. I still have, even though I got my both vaccinations, I still have lung issues. I have heart issues. There's so much. ये बीमारी के बारे में बहुत जाने नहीं डॉक्टर लोग, right? It's real time, right? बहुत जाने नहीं अभी. They're all studying this virus. Even people जिसके COVID हो गया, they just बीमारी नहीं भाई सरा. Even those people are down the line and getting strokes and heart attacks because it is so new. So my advice to everybody is to get the vaccinations. Don't get this virus. Like honestly, if you can avoid, if I have to look back at, a year ago, I would say I wish I didn't get the virus.
Yes.
I wish all this stuff was available to us. Masks, vaccines, social distancing. That time, जब हमें virus पकड़ी सरा, nothing was in place, right?
Yeah.
So
you got it at a very early stage, and nobody knew anything about it.
Yeah, nobody knew anything about it, right?
Yeah.
So, and the reason I came out and started talking about it to people, because if I can help other people to understand how serious this is, maybe I can save a few lives.
Yep.
That's so important, right? But I can't, and I've been talking about this virus for so long. इतना दिन से एक साल हो गया, right? Speaking at places, whatever, just to educate people, especially our older people.
Yeah.
Right? Because, a lot of them, there's a lot of misinformation too, right? बहुत भारी misinformation होए कि ऐसे, you don't get the vaccine, this, that, whatever. Don't listen to that. Listen to the science.
I know.
The science is very important, right? And look at their numbers are going down because everybody's getting vaccinated.
और फिर अतीश जब हम लोग स्कूल में रहा फिजी में रहा हम लोग के टेटनस के लगत रहा हम लोग के टीवी के लगत रहा हम लोग के मम्स के लगत रहा हम लोग के लेप्रेसी के सब लगत रहा we nobody ever question कि काहे हम लोग वैक्सीनेशन नहीं लगाएगा and we all got it we did not get any of those diseases right that's past that's long gone but this virus और जो वैक्सीनेशन है बहुत नया है किसी ने कभी किसी को हुआ ही नहीं even scientists doctors किसी को पता नहीं है
Well, COVID has been around for a while. If you look at the science, COVID virus, this is COVID-19, so this is the 19th version of the virus, right? So it's been around for a while, right? You know, we had H1N1, we had SARS. These are all COVID bimari hai, right? So this is just another different version. Now, one of the things that people are saying is that, you know, how come we got the vaccine so fast? Well, because the vaccine has been around as well for the SARS, for the H1N1. It's been around. They just had to figure out the mutation, and that's how they did it. Now we have this new variant, which is the Delta variant that's coming out of India. Right? It's a cross between the Vietnamese and the Delta. The India virus, right? Now this one is another mutation. So when I got released from the hospital a year ago, they told me, they said, look, you have protection because you have antibodies, you have T cells that kicks into place and start producing antibodies to fight the virus. They're little armies that go into your blood, right? What you are not protected is because viruses tend to mutate. You know, bimari, different version,
right? Mutate के मतलब है कि they break away, ना?
Well, they basically they transform into something else. And because when the virus becomes weak, it needs to be stronger, so it starts to mutate. So that's why we have different versions, right? And the mutation versions actually spread a lot faster too. So we have to be, even though I got my 2 shots already, I got my 2 vaccinations, and I have T cells from getting the virus when I was in the hospital. So it's like I had 3 shots with me, right? Because
but I still see you wearing mask.
Yeah, but I still can't. I'm not protected with this Delta variant. You know, I may get the virus, even though I've had the virus, right? I can still carry the virus and infect somebody else. समझ गया, right? So just because सोचो कि हमें vaccine लग गया, this and that, whatever, हम protected है, whatever, that's not the case. You are protected. You're not. Just chances are you're not going to get very sick. Chances are you're not going to end up in the hospital. But you can still carry the virus, and through the particles, you can give it to somebody who's got a weak immune system. You know, and give it to, you know, people have got infections. The recent report that just came out right now, that in Alberta, there has been 10 people that have got the Delta variant. They were all vaccinated twice. They had both vaccinations, but they got the Delta variant, right? So we're still not out of danger. And we're not going to be out of the danger. I think what we're going to do is, for my doctors, what they've told me, my respirologist specialist, they told me, they said, we're going to be getting booster shots every year. Just like the flu shots, we're going to get blue, because it's going to mutate, right? So this is the way of life now. We're never going to be back to, unfortunately, we're never going to be back to the normal that we were. We are going to get to some normalcy. But we're probably going to have to get, you know, vaccinations and stuff. But if we start getting the herd immunity, virus can't go anywhere. So that's what we want to do. We want to get everybody vaccinated, so that way we get the herd immunity. Then the virus can't go anywhere because it has to be passed from human to human, right?
और ऐसे भी सुनने में आया है कि जो सेकंड शॉट भी है लगा है कई लोग ऐसे हैं वो कहते हैं सेकंड शॉट लग गया they take the mask out and all that they are fine. Second shot लगने के बाद it takes 3 weeks for that thing to work in your system body में still be using the mask.
But even after that you still should wear a mask.
So do you think this mask not gonna go away?
Personally, I think myself I will always wear a mask.
Okay.
Like
that will be part of
that is going to be part of my life. Okay, if I go to a public place, whatever, you know, where there's a lot of people,
तो कोई नहीं पहने.
But I will still wear a mask, right? You know, I'm more comfortable around people that I know, but I'll still wear a mask. You know, because I don't know who has the vaccine, who didn't get the vaccine. I don't know who's carrying it, right? You know, I don't want to go to what I went through. And I don't wish anything this upon anybody because it is a very deadly, serious. You have no idea what I went through in that hospital for 2 months.
I know.
Right? Because you have no idea. I know what I went through in that hospital for 2 years. I'm sorry, 2 months. And it was very, very torturous. There was times that I wanted to give up.
Couldn't fight no more.
It was just the pain that was causing in my body, what I was going through mentally. You know, I'm still getting cared for. I'm still getting blood tests every 3 months. I'm still going. I'm part of a study now, right? You know, which I've said, you know,
You will participate.
participate in it, at least educate other people, whatever. We can find something new. You know, I mean, unfortunately, I don't want to be saying bad news, but we have to be realistic about it, right?
I think it's not bad news, it's more like education coming from you.
Yeah.
And now people or the kids can also get vaccinated.
Yeah.
12 and over with Pfizer.
And they're getting it.
Yeah,
And
they're
there.
getting
These
it.
kids
But
are
there are a
smarter
lot
than
of
us.
kids, they say, no, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'm going to get married one day, I'm going to have family, and I don't know what the impact of that vaccination going to be, whether I'll be able to conceive. I think that is in future to think about.
Well, it's you know, these kids nowadays are very, very smart, and if you can study and you can study the science and understand the science, you know, and I encourage everybody to understand the science. Don't listen to what people are saying.
Yeah.
Search it yourself, but search it in a legitimate place, you know, where you can find the science, right? Because there's a lot of misinformation that's out there, right? I speak only on my experience, right? You know, I can only talk about from my experience what I went through, and I don't, you know, I've had the 2 vaccinations, even though I was worried. You know, I've had COVID. Should I get the vaccination? Is it going to harm me? You know what I mean? So I was, you know, all these. It's legitimately, you can understand you have concerns, right?
Yeah.
But I can only tell you information from what I've learned and what I've experienced. I've got my 2 shots. I'm happy. I'm willing to do my 3rd shot if it's available to me in December, whatever, a booster shot, because I don't want to go through what I had gone through. And I know people who have lost their lives. I know people who are grieving right now because they can look back and say, oh, I wish this wasn't the case. But unfortunately, that's the way it is, right? Especially in our Fiji community, mein kafi virus chala hai, right?
Yeah.
You know, even our
And so many people died.
So many people I personally know that have died. Families
Because
that I know
the
that have
thing
been affected.
is, everything under lockdown, 10 people only can go to the funeral, and they don't believe in putting in the news on the radio, nothing. Why? और कोई people आई नहीं तो क्या करे उसे radio में करो. So there are so many funerals.
Yeah.
Every day there's about 5,
Yeah.
6 funerals.
Yeah, I just saw one online today.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's so sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, what would you like to say to the people?
I would like to say, you know, this is our shot. This is my T-shirt.
Yeah.
Get your shot. Get vaccinated. You know, trust the science. You know, trust the science and just protect yourself and protect your family. That's so important, right? And thank you for having me on the show.
And thank you for coming, Atish.
And happy Father's Day.
Yes, happy Father's Day.
Thank you, Atish. Before we move forward, we'd like to make our viewers aware that the vaccinations are currently in phase 3 of distribution here in British Columbia. At this point in time, anyone who is 12 and older can register and receive their vaccinations. Also, those who are over the age of 70 can now call and book their appointments for their 2nd dose of the vaccination. You can book your appointment 1 week in advance by calling Vancouver Coastal Health at 1-877-587-5767 or calling Fraser Health at 1-877-755-2455. You can also book online through Fraser Health at fraserhealth.ca/vaccine-booking. For more info, visit online at gov.bc.ca/getvaccinated. I hope this helps for you when you book your vaccination, and I hope you're doing your part in keeping everyone safe. Aside from getting vaccinations, June 13th is actually Blood Donor Week. Remember to donate blood as it helps save lives. And as the slogan goes, it's in you to give. Call Canadian Blood Services at 1-888-236-6283. Now, with all that being said, the day to celebrate and honor fathers is June 21st. But do you know the origin story of Father's Day? Well, it was first proposed by Sonora Dodd of Spokane, Washington back in 1909. This was because when her mother had passed away during childbirth, her father, who was a veteran at the time, started taking responsibility of raising 6 children while keeping his job. He played the role of the mother and the father. So when Sonora grew up and realized what her father did, she went to the city council and proposed to not only celebrate Mother's Day, but to celebrate fathers as well. Since then, the state of Washington declared the 3rd Sunday as Father's Day. So that being said, happy Father's Day to all the fathers and father figures from the production team of Fiji Focus to you. Before moving on, we'd like to remind our viewers that if you have any public service announcements such as events and information, or any other special occasions like birthday or anniversary celebrations, or if you have announcements such as the passing of loved ones, We'd be more than happy to put it on our show and share with our viewers. You can email those to us at fijianfocus2021@gmail.com. Binaka, shukriya, and thank you for watching Fiji in Focus. इस हफ्ते के शो हमारे समय खत्म हो गए, but you can catch the rerun of this episode aired again on Sunday at 4 p.m. New episodes of Fiji in Focus air every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Pacific Time, and for Alberta viewers, that'll be every Tuesday at 11 p.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Yaad rakhna that this show is for our Fijian community, so please feel free to give us a call at the number in our ending credits, as we always look forward to hearing your calls and feedback. For sponsorship inquiries, you can reach us at 604-537-5123. Until next week, apne aap ka khayal rakhna, stay safe, and enjoy your week. मैं आपका host Shannon Pramal signing off.
हेलो बुलाविनाका, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल। जितने भी हमारे फीजी फोकस देखने वाले देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर, आप सभी फादर्स को इस फादर्स डे में हम अपने तरफ से आपको हैप्पी फादर्स डे बोलते हैं। जो नया फादर्स भी इस साल बने हैं उनको भी, और जितने भी हमारे कहीं भी दुनिया में देख रहे हैं सभी फादर्स को एक जो रोल हम प्ले कर रहे हैं फादर्स की, जो हमारा ऊपर से दिया हुआ है, वो हमारा कर्म है एक फादर्स का रोल प्ले करने के लिए, जो कर्म हम निभा रहे हैं। सो इस फादर्स के अवसर पर हम आप सबको मुबारक करते हैं कि आप एक फादर है और आप अपना जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ है वो ले रहे हैं और अपना कर्म पूरा कर रहे हैं। नमस्ते बुलाविनाका, सत श्री अकाल, हम आपसे फिर मिलेंगे।